Good morning, Skidaway. Have you ever tried to capture the beauty of something? For an artist, they might sit down and create such a lifelike image. For a photographer, they may use different lens and editing to seem like the scenery is right in front of you. But if you were to look at that same scene and then compare it to its real life version, something's missing. It's not quite right. That perfection, that life is impressive, but not complete. For me, it's books. I love to read, and those authors that are so lifelike will draw me into the story to the point that it's like it's playing out within my own head. But when we compare that to something like the Bible, well, nothing like it. When you compare that to the Bible, that story diminishes. Yes, it played out in my head and then it ended as soon as I stopped reading. But with the Bible, its words jump out off of the page and place themselves on my heart and in my mind and in my life. They become so real. And so today the question is, do you have a religion or a relationship? See, when Christ came down, manifest in flesh, he broke the pages. He broke that third barrier. He gave religion life. Every time that God before Christ came down, whether it was with the burning bush, putting Moses in a cleft of the rock and covering him with his hand so he could see the glory from the back, whether it was putting Jonah within the whale, whenever God interacted with his creation, he gave life to what would otherwise be just another religion. See, if you were to look at the other religions on earth, and I have been blessed to study many of them, it is like being given a sandbox, put in the sandbox and giving rules for staying in that sandbox, with no other type of relationship forming. You can jump at it, you can grasp at it, you can try to grab that creator's attention, but it's such a dead religion that there's no real relationship that's going to form. We've all been in relationships, whether it's with our parents, our siblings, our kids, or our significant other. And it takes work. It takes reaching out and talking and listening, of being there and being involved. And so the question of relationship or religion really and truly comes back to, how often are you reaching out to God? If we were to look at the Psalm 34, which is in the book of disciplines this week, it is David celebrating God's protection instead of celebrating his own acting skills of being able to act like he's mad in order to escape the king's wrath. Are you celebrating God in his entirety every day? Are you recognizing his provisions, his existence in your life? Or are you just going through the motions of religion? I pray that if you are stuck in a rut, if you are just going through the motions, that you will reach out to have a more full and significant life filled with Christ. Have a blessed day, Skidaway.